In today's video, the top 5 supplements you should be taking this year to reach your physique goals. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and this is the time when most of us are starting to make our changes and our transformations to start the new year. So I thought I would talk about my top 5 supplements for 2023 and why I'm going to suggest them. And now, first things first, I want to tell you guys that supplements do not matter if you're not already taking care of your diet, already getting good sleep, already taking care of your training, right? Supplementation is going to augment an already fantastic approach and overall ability to put on muscle, lose body fat. They are going to fill in the gaps. They are going to make your life easier. You are not going to lose body fat and add muscle just by simply adding a supplement. No, but you will add more muscle and lose more body fat by supplementing properly to help fill in those gaps. So we're going to start with what I consider to be the #1 supplement. That's right. I'm not going to make you guys wait to the end of the video to hear my #1 supplement that I think across the board everyone should be taking. And with that in mind, I am a core nutritionals athlete. I have been with core nutritionals for going on 8 years. I know the owner, Doug. I know that what's on the bottle is in the bottle, okay? And it's very important to me that you guys understand that this is a company that I trust, and therefore I am passing this information on to you. But also, if that bothers you that I am talking about supplements that I am sponsored by, I fully understand. You're free to, click off the video, but let's talk about core nutritionals and their core values, because what they're gonna actually do is give away all 5 of these products to you, okay? So 3 people are gonna be selected. Now, how do you get selected? I need you to go below in the comment section and I need you to leave me a comment. That comment is going to say Core Nutritionals and your Instagram profile name. That's right. Then I want you to go to your Instagram and make sure you're following me on Instagram and make sure you're following Core Nutritionals on Instagram, at Paul Ravella, at Core Nutritionals. Okay, I'm gonna randomly select 3 people. You have to live in the continental United States, and we are gonna send you all of these products at no cost, directly to you. Again, the goal here, guys, is to help you reach your goals for the next year, and I wanna talk about supplementation. Guys, I'm already doing videos on cardio and training, and supplementation, I only do a couple a year, if I even do that many, because ultimately, the majority of the content, the majority of the things that are gonna change our physique are not supplement related. However, for those of us that are striving for a little bit better, that want maybe get on a bodybuilding stage, want to look really good, want to get the most muscle, the most effort put in, get the most results out, I do find supplementation to be very powerful. And I'm very excited to talk to you about these products because some of them I actually had a hand in developing. Now, the #1 product, as everyone knows, that I talk about the most frequent is called Core Hard. So why is Core Hard so valuable? What is Core Hard? There you go. Core Hard is basically an anti-stress product. So it was developed with the idea of making the physique look harder. Well, that is done through lowering our cortisol, okay? Lower cortisol means that our other hormones are able to act better, right? Testosterone can be higher if there is less cortisol present. Now, most of us have a lot of stress in our lives. I typically coach a lot of female competitors, and I find that females specifically often will be a little bit more type A and a little bit more focused, and they can get stressed out a little bit easier. But even men, I find myself, when I start taking Core Hard, I am calmer. I am less quick to react when things are bothering me. And when that stress is lower, our body can recover better and move forward and make progress. So what is the active ingredient in Core Hard that is so powerful? It's called ashwagandha. And you guys have probably all gone and said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get some ashwagandha from the store. Ashwagandha is actually expensive. So when you get proper ashwagandha, this product contains a version called KSM66, okay? So remember, supplements are not typically checked by any governing body, right? The FDA does not have the ability to go and check every supplement company, so you have to trust the company that you're with. I trust this with myself, my wife, and all the competitors that I work with, and I see results from it year round. So it is hands down, to me, the product that I see the most benefit from when everything else is in place. The next product I want to talk about is a product that I actually had help in developing. You see, years ago, I developed an allergy to whey protein, and I don't know when it happened. I just know one day I was happy drinking my whey shakes, and the next day I was drinking whey shakes and I was bloated and had gas and other things I don't want to talk about. So I came up to Doug and I said, hey Doug, have you ever considered doing a protein powder that isn't whey based? And he scoffed at me and said, no, we're not one of those companies that does vegan stuff. So I experimented and I went around and tried to find, because it is very difficult as a bodybuilder when you don't have an option for a protein powder. It's very tough because that is something that just makes your life easier to be able to get a couple scoops of protein in. And mind you, I couldn't even have protein bars because they're all whey-based. So I was having a very tough time getting all my protein in, especially when I traveled. Well, finally, Doug came to his senses and he developed an entire line of products with the PR series. It's actually got my name on it. This is Core Vegan. There are many flavors. This is the vanilla one. The reason I have this one here is because it mixes the best with my fruit smoothie. I make a blueberry, strawberry, banana smoothie most mornings, and it tastes amazing. But there are many other flavors, like the chocolate. You've got the cinnamon roll. There's other flavors too. So the purpose of Doug coming out with his products is always, can he do something better than it's on the market? And he found that the vegan proteins were on the market, and I did too, tasted terrible. I can tell you the consistency and the taste of Core Vegan, I actually prefer this to the whey. That's right. I like the taste better. I like the texture better. I like cooking with it better. It is just a better product than whey to me. Oh, and by the way, my digestion has greatly improved. A little bit of extra plant material turns out can do wonders for you, especially when you're sensitive to things like lactose and whey, and I am very sensitive to whey. So yeah, and I'll read you guys the macros because I know a lot of the vegan proteins on the market have some I don't know, tough to deal with macros when you're trying to hit numbers. It has got 21 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fat per scoop. Very easy to stay on your macros when you've got a protein powder that is supporting you like that. It tastes great. Whenever I travel, I put a couple scoops in a shaker or I just bring a whole bottle. Very beneficial. All right, next, let's talk about what we're gonna do once we get into a phase where we wanna train hard. This is our pre-workout. It's called Core Fury. It is properly dosed so that you have a fantastic workout, okay? What is the goal of a pre-workout? It is to make your workout better, okay? A pre-workout is not going to benefit you if you don't actually go in the gym and push yourself hard. But with a pre-workout, you are going to resist fatigue. So when you get to that tough part of your workout where mentally you start to check out a little bit, it's gonna kick in. It's gonna tell you, you're not tired, you got this, right? It's gonna benefit you. It's also got one of the most research supplements in the history of sports supplementation, probably the most, and that is creatine monohydrate. I find that I benefit greatly from having this in my supplementation. Now, if you're not taking in a great deal of red meat, you can probably benefit from having some creatine supplementation. I take 2 to 5 grams a day just based on the routine, remembering that creatine actually saturates the muscle cells. So I've never really done the loading phases since I was younger, and you know, all that loading phase kind of marketing was out there. And I just keep it in a daily shake. My pre-workout shake consists of Core Fury, keeps your workouts great. But again, the purpose of supplementation is not to take the place of proper diet and proper training, right? So Core Fury is gonna help fill in that gap for you when you need something to get you through your workouts, especially if you guys, like me right now, are trying to lose a little bit of the body fat, a little bit of the fluff, and put on a little bit of the muscle. Training is what drives the biggest change in our physiques. Now, thermogenics, guys, we're trying to get lean, right? We're trying to get shredded. Everybody's familiar with the term fat burner. I don't love the term fat burner because I think it kind of implies that, hey, I'm gonna take a fat burner and that's gonna help me burn the fat. No, what does a fat burner typically do? It helps you do the 2 things that actually does burn fat. Move more, eat less. However, Coach Paul here has his own, right? There's my name on it. Why is this formula different? What did I think of that I don't know if any other thermogenics on the market are doing? Now, obviously it's gonna help you suppress your appetite. It's gonna give you more energy. Now, I like to take this in the morning before my cardio. Why? Because it gives me that boost, right? It gives me a little bit of energy. However, what is the problem with doing cardio in the morning? The thing that we associate with it is the stress. A lot of people say, Coach, you don't wanna be doing cardio in the morning because that stress is gonna break down muscle. Well, guess what is in this product, my friends? KSM66, okay? The research is mind-blowing on just how much it reduces cortisol in our blood. So now you get the benefit of decreasing hunger, increasing energy so you can put out more energy through your training and through your cardio in the morning, and it's gonna reduce that stress on the body so that you can recover and continue and come back better. All right, so those are 2 products that I've had a little bit of influence in. And obviously the final one is probably the most basic, but it's also one that most of us overlook. Now, we're all familiar with the multivitamins that you get at a discount place, right? You just get a bottle, you think nothing of it. However, what happens when you take someone like Doug Miller, who is obsessed with getting the absolute most out of his physique and he wants to get the absolute most out of your physique and my physique, you get a multivitamin that is going to fill in all the gaps, guys. So I'll put the nutrition information on here for you just to see what is in this. This is not a multivitamin that you just take one and you're done. No, it's multiple pills because it provides so much value. I can tell you, every time I run out of this multivitamin, I notice it immediately, okay? I notice that my recovery suffers. I notice that my digestion changes. I notice that hair, teeth, and nails can change, okay, guys? When we work as hard as we work, when we are focused on nutrition as much as we're focused on nutrition, sometimes there's some things, right? B vitamins, vitamin D, that can fall through the gaps, especially someone like me who is not able to take in a lot of dairy. Vitamin D is essential. This is going to provide a lot of that stuff, guys. It's going to fill in those gaps. Those are my 5 supplements. Remember, comment below, and I want to give you guys, 3 of you, this entire line of products. Hope you guys are having a great start to 2023. Let's train, let's diet, let's make this year the best year we've ever had for physique. And I can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow.